Welcome to Upshift. My name is Chris, and I'm here with Rob today, and we're going to be talking about his Hellanor Bronco. So Rob, what is it?
This is my 1966 Ford Bronco. It is a 1966 chassis with a 1971 body put on it.
Sweet.
It is a product of a 5-year build. I've had it for about 6.5 years now, so I've only been able to drive it for about 1.5 years now. So, and it's not quite done yet. It's never done, I suppose.
Of course. So Rob, tell us what you got under the hood.
Under the hood is a 347 stroker motor, which is basically a 302 stroked out to 347.
Okay.
Built by Blueprint Engines, AOD transmission, running 48 gears in the rear end.
So wheels and tires, I mean, these obviously aren't stock to 1966.
No, definitely not. A little bit beefier than they were back then. These are Toyo Open Country MTs. Size is 35 by 12.5 by 17, and they are wrapped around Fuel Anza beadlocks.
So Rob, what was the condition of the truck compared to what you have now versus when you bought it?
Well, when I bought it, it was actually in pretty good shape. It started off as a half cab, and we converted it to a full cab with a family cage in it and put a back seat into it because my initial plans were a little bit different than what they ended up as. Had the normal rust spots at the rocker panels and under the bulkhead, but nothing really major. Driver's side floor pan was a little bit rotted, and we had to replace that. But other than that, it was in pretty decent shape.
So something else that isn't stock, obviously, is the interior. Go ahead and tell us what you have done.
Yeah, most of the interior is all custom. Everything from the Corbeau seats, which are leather and suede, and we use the same suede from the seats to do a headliner for the whole top.
It's really nice.
We put 4-point Corbeau racing harnesses in the front and 3-point in the back. We have a Momo steering wheel that's also suede leather. Vintage air conditioner system. In the dash, we moved the tachometer and speedometer around a little bit, and some of the switches and gauges, just so they're easier to read and they fit in there a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a family-style roll cage in there just to keep everybody safe.
Of course.
Other than that, that's about it. Yeah.
So tell me about all these auxiliary switches and the 3 shifters.
Well, the auxiliary switches cover a variety of different things. I got one in there for a GPS system that I have. I got one that can turn the power steps on and off. And I've got one that is a manual override for the fan to keep things cool when I shut the motor off. I've also got in the center console a USB charger, voltmeter, and the heated seats.
So you've really brought it into the modern era from a 1966 to now.
Definitely different, definitely upgraded. The shifters are, I've got 2 of the Hurst-style pistol grip shifters for the transfer case, one for the front and one for the rear, and the other one is the transmission shifter for the AOD transmission. It puts out about 420 horsepower and about 425 torque roughly.
That's quite a bit.
Love it.
So from the top to the bottom, tell me about the hood and the exhaust.
Well, the hood is actually a fiberglass hood. The hood that came with it, the original hood, was pretty banged up, and the previous owner had painted the underside of it with bed liner and didn't let it dry before he put it down, so it looked like a bunch of stalactites hanging from the underside of the hood. It was just going to take countless hours to peel it all off, and it was damaged anyway. So we just decided to switch over and get the fiberglass hood, and it's worked beautifully since then. Besides the lever to disconnect it, we also put pins in the corner without the wires, so it wouldn't scratch up the paint. So it's a quick open, quick shut deal.
Mm-hmm.
On the underside, we have Flowmaster 40 mufflers, dual mufflers in the back, coming straight out the back, and just for a little bit of fun and a little bit of horsepower boost and decibel boost, we put in a electric exhaust cutout switch.
So Rob, what do you have for exterior modifications?
Well, we got quite a few going on here. Everything from the pocket-style fender flares to the front bumper with the brush guard, the Smitty-built winch, the PIAA fog lights in the front. On all 4 corners, we swapped out the drums to 4-wheel disc brakes. In each corner, we also, in the front, we have Fox dual reservoir shocks, 2 in the front on each corner and singles in the back. We have the amp research power steps, to help old people like me get in and out. So we've done quite a bit to the exterior and the underside as well. So it's been pretty extensive frame-off restoration for this whole project.
And for the performance test, we're going to hand off the keys to our tame racing driver. Thank you very much, Rob, for coming out and shooting a video with us today. Thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and follow us on social media. And if you'd like to see more car videos like this, like and subscribe. And if you've got a cool modified car or stock car with a story, feel free to drop us a message on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and we'll see about shooting a video with you. Also, bonus points if you can tell me where I am right now.